If you have ISTJ as a personality type with the MBTI personality types, this reading or this tarot reading is for you. If you don't know what your personality type is, I will have a link below in the description box where you can take the test and find out. Also, if your personality type is not ISTJ and you're wondering if I did the reading for you for your personality type, then do check where did I put them? I think in the unlimited bonus readings. I will link the playlist in the video and at the end, so you will have options to find the personality type if I've already done a tarot reading for it, because I plan on doing all of them. So if this reading is for you, if you are an ISTJ, this tarot reading is for you. Let's begin. I'm using 3 tarot decks. It has been a lot of fun using just a bunch, like 3 decks in one go, you know? So, yeah, I haven't slept since yesterday, so keep that in mind, because I might ramble or repeat myself. I'm just like on autopilot, connecting Wi-Fi with, with higher dimensions, without consciously aware of this realm so much, okay? ISTJ. What do we have for ISTJ? Let's see. Oh, I was going to say excitement, but I choked on that. You might be choking on some, I don't want to say that, but fuck it. You might be choking on some dick or some pussy, I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, so why am I hearing makeup sex? There could be some. Okay, so we have a situation here where you have like love and hate with a person, but the sexual attraction between the two of you is unbearable. Even though you hate so many things about this person, you still want to fuck them, or vice versa. They can have Aries in their chart. You have history with this person, so it's not someone new that you just, you know, decided on hating, but you have history with this person. They get on your nerves. They know how to get under your skin. But I mean, the sex is good. The sex is fucking good. And it's the freaky type of sex. For some people, could be even violent sex. I don't know what that means. I even don't want to know. Okay. But, yeah, that's what I'm getting. You know, you two love each other. You two just need to fucking sort out the drama between the two. Maybe it's your thing. I don't know, like some people like drama. I never get that because, you know, like what's the point? But I see here that there is so much drama between the two of you. And it's toxic. Like this connection is fucking toxic, but you are loving it. And I'm not judging you for it. It's just like confusing for me personally. Okay. But the energy here is like, yeah, we are toxic for each other, but we still love each other. The sex is really good. Like this is the type of sex that it's like you fucking pass out, you pass out after you have sex, because it's like you give it your 100%. It's like 110%. So you both pass out after you're done. You know when people like have sex, they go to the bathroom, clean up and shower or dress up. Nah, not this. This is the type of freaky shit where you pass out because you've just like depleted your energy completely, and you've been going on for I don't know how long. So very strong sexual energy, and I'm getting like foreplay or role play. I mean, you guys are freaky. Not that it's unusual. The unusual part, though, is that you don't get along outside the bedroom. There are so many things between the two of you that are so different. It could be one of the situations where you are like opposites, where you are like, we are so opposite. Like, I like white, you like black. You know what I mean? Like, it feels opposite. But the chemistry between the two of you is insane. And let me tell you something. Whenever you have like opposites, you know when people say opposites attract? Yes, they attract on a physical level, which you clearly have here. But anything else doesn't work. And that's what I'm seeing. And I do see that you two little freaks love each other. But can you live together without like, you know, like being in each other's throats? No, not really. So it's really hard for you to live together or to be in a relationship, or at least even if you've tried to be in a relationship with this person, that's what it ends up as, in pieces. Okay, like this card is actually very graphic. You end up in pieces with this person. It's toxic. But it's the intriguing type of toxic, the kind of like the emotional type of toxic, the passionate, I want to say, type of toxic. And that explains why I heard makeup sex. I feel like you are very similar, even when you are different. Meaning, it's like you are so opposite that you are like just, it's like, you know when you have like light and dark? They're technically the same, but they're the opposite. They're on the same spectrum. So in that you are similar because you are on the same spectrum, but you are also opposites. So it doesn't really work, but it also works. I do feel like this is like the dynamic of trauma bond, the codependency, you know, my other half. You know, when people say my other half, that's the definition of the other half. You're not good for each other. The other half, like the way I explain it, it's you're not supposed to be a half. You're supposed to be a whole, like a whole person. When you get in a relationship, you two are not a whole person. You have halves, and you depend on each other to satisfy each other. It's not a bad thing, but it doesn't work always because it basically burdens each other, or you burden each other. So that is when it becomes toxic, because you are dependent on each other. If you weren't dependent on each other, you will be less toxic. So in a way, the way I want to explain this is that you both are thirsty. Okay? You both are thirsty as fuck. But you're both drinking poison. They're drinking your poison and you are drinking their poison. Now, I mean, that's actually a quote. Just because you're thirsty, you shouldn't drink poison. Just because you're thirsty doesn't mean that you have to drink poison, right? But that's what you two are doing. And I think it works. Like, it's not like, yeah, you're drinking poison, you're gonna be dead, but it's toxic. I mean, what is toxic? It's poisonous, right? It's toxic, it's not healthy. And I'm not saying the sex part, because the sex part is the good part. But outside the bedroom, like I said, it doesn't work. There is hate and there is love here. And that's not healthy, that's not a good thing. There should be love, you know, the best sex of your life. But the toxic part needs to go away. And if you can't resolve that with this person and you can't meet halfway, then you'll be toxic towards each other. And I don't think that it will end up well. This is the type of person that will be emotionally draining on you and will affect your health. Okay? So you will not be a healthy person when it comes to being with this person. Because the kind of relationship that you two have is the type that will kill you slowly. Like poison. We go back to the fucking poison. It's poisonous. This connection, it's poisonous. Even though it's good in the bedroom, doesn't mean that it's something that you can maintain long term. Okay? And I feel like you both have to teach each other a lesson here. Which is basically, just because I'm thirsty doesn't mean I want to drink poison. So setting boundaries, and not only setting boundaries, but practicing self-love, which will create healthy boundaries, which you two lack. You are the type of couple that will fight, even might get physical fight, and then you end up in the bedroom moaning and fucking. That's not good. Even though the sex part is good. But everything else that I just said is not good, right? I mean, some people are addicted to that lifestyle. Well, I guess, you know, they end up with health problems. They end up dying early or dying young. That's not how you should do relationships. If you two are like this, I suggest therapy. Or maybe like couple therapy. Like couples therapy. And if that doesn't work, I mean, don't worry, you will find another magical dick or a magical pussy somewhere else. But it will be on a healthy basis, where you both practice healthy boundaries and both practice self-love, where you don't you don't depend on each other so much that you become disabled together. Because that is not the point of a relationship. If you can't carry yourself, you can't carry each other. I'm not saying that it's not nice to depend on your partner. It is nice. It is nice. But is it a necessity? That becomes a problem. If you want to be like feeling like you can be spoiled, or your partner is treating you and they're doing something because they don't have to, they want to, it's a whole different pleasure. But when you have to, there is a resentment attached to it. Because I don't owe you shit, you know? Like that is the psyche of the human mind. It's like, oh, I have to do this for you, or else you can't survive, you can't live, you can't whatever. Whenever people do out of necessity, it results in resentment. Whatever they do because they want to, they don't have to, it becomes like a treat. Like, I want to because I love you. Oh, I have to? Ugh. When did I adopt you? When did I become responsible for you? It becomes resentful. So, okay, anything else to say about this? Because I feel like I've whipped your ass with a bit of a call out here. But, you know, I don't really care. Like, if you think I'm judging you, I don't really give a fuck. I don't really care. I'm just saying this for your own sake. After this reading, I will forget even I pulled this energy. You know what I mean? So don't take it personally. I don't really care to judge you. I'm here to help. All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles. Let's see, what is this trying to say? Yeah, if you think that this person can change, if you think that this connection has hope, you're fooling yourself. And you know it on a subconscious level. Intuitively, you know at least. So you could be telling yourself or trying to convince yourself that, hey, maybe if we fuck one more time, maybe if we try one more time, maybe if we fuck this way in this position, this person will be better, or they will change. No, bitch, they won't change. They won't. You are supposed to teach each other. This is a karmic written all over it, okay? Because that's what a karmic does. You are supposed to teach each other healthy boundaries and self-love. There will be connections that the universe brings you in order to teach you how to say no to something that you want. And in this case, good sex. It's literally not that complicated here. Because let me tell you, I mean, sex is addictive. And it's a good fucking addiction if you ask me. But you also have to have that self-love that overrides your fucking desire. Otherwise, you don't respect yourself. You don't see yourself as worthy. Because you think temporary pleasure has more worth than your own. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So there is like a huge lesson here. Once you learn that, you will say no to this person. And then out in the wild, looking for something meaningful. Now, you might, need some time to get over the addiction that you have. Because let me tell you, sweet pain is addictive. Pain is addictive. Okay, so if you have been used to this type of toxic relationship or behavior, you might find it hard to detach yourself from it because you find pleasure in it. In fact, in most abusive relationships, a person, when they break up with someone that has been abusing them for a while, even from childhood, like there are people who have gone through, sexual assaults or whatever when they were children, and the way they get over that, they become really like kinky and reenact these traumas into their sexual life. I know it's not fun to hear. I know it's like a party pooper. It's like, ooh, you like to be choked? Who broke you? Like, I'm not saying that you can't enjoy these things, but it's really good to know where your desire is coming from. Because your addiction to pain, or your way of coping with pain that you have experienced, is translating into pleasure. And you need to differentiate between the two. Because it's putting you in situations that are unfavorable for you. Okay? And you know it. This is like a confirmation for your intuition, baby. You know it. You're not a dummy. You're just trying to convince yourself that it's not the truth. Well, here we are. I wish you all the best. I will see you soon.